everything else, regardless of all of my mental breakdowns, I was just waking up in a home like this, where my father's a rapist who controls my abused mother and rapes everybody at night. He drags and rapes everybody, and everyone wakes up every morning, and he just like pays for everything, and everyone daddy's money just solves all problems, and none of it's real. When he wrote like a book about time travel and it being a machine and just a sci-fi novel, because he realized that people like float around astral. They've been fucking with there since this little kid, and people drop by through space time, and they like leave memories and time and like full blown like moments where you travel to a different place in your mind, like a whole blown fantasy, like Alice in Wonderland thing, through the crystal gems that I wear every single day through time, because these all activate my pineal chakra, and none of it's real in Western medication. So I have to remind everybody in this country, anything in between you is going to be like astrally, just any thought you have, if it's shared with another human being, which is very possible, scientifically proven to be, that's a huge debate. If Buddhism, if Tay's whole life of waking up exists in Western culture, that's a big scientific debate in Western medication. You have, my government benefit, everyone who needs benefits, including schizophrenics who hear voices and see things. Then there's my government, where all the psychopaths and sociopaths who basically scan and analyze everyone here and play God. They're the kind of people who would just hover over someone and develop something like MK Ultra following the free love movement in the 60s. And then you have like my PhD to tell you you're all crazy. Here's how. And thought broadcasting, time travel delusion. Delusion is all hallucination. The magic is not real. Nazis. And then I don't give a shit. So in this country, there's a lot of different ways to wake up. There's like the Zelda series video game. There's a lot of different TV, like Avatar has blood bending. There's just meditation practices, like girls and salt crystals. There's hashtags for all this waking up stuff. You wake up and realize somebody's there, and you have to interact with the public. Good for you. Now you can also watch something like Futurama. Gives me goosebumps. I'm glad the show exists because I learned something from it. On the other hand, I don't enjoy all of the people who follow this show and then like attack me physically and don't respect me at all, because throughout human history, every single schizophrenic ever has been just trampled and stamped on and fucked with and destroyed, just in every way, shape, and form. It's very hard to describe how painful it is just to be attacked in the back of the cerebellum. But think of this: your two spiraling kundalini are here. I see got a lighter that works. I think I got a lighter with juice in it right now. You got your kundalini spiraling, grounded to gravity at any point in space-time. Your kundalini are going to go down there. The two spiraling, it's the medicine symbol of the two snakes going up and down the spine. It's the two lobes of your brain connecting to the pineal. Your focus, all the X that goes through it, your focus is somewhere in the X. Your brain flips it. It's this whole map to keep you in place, and this will be grounded with the energetic memory of all trees and all life that's taken sunlight to gravity and try to filter it from like sunlight to gravity and be the most peaceful vegan thing to continue. That's why the most peaceful thing will always be the most powerful. People had to show up to this country and just murder all the natives because they couldn't get along with them to share space physically, because they understood the colors of the wind through space-time. Like a dream catcher is an actual like trap of like, if you stand still and just your spine at any slice and angle through fourth dimensional space-time has to translate sun to gravity, just the flat angle of the earth just being a sphere at any point will have a circle through fourth dimensional time in this equation, and your spine will be part of it. So your karma will just be like flat weighed out. That's what a dream catcher is. When you're asleep, it's a scale. It's like think of like an angel holding the weighted scale of like something. I don't give a shit. There's like law or something. That's what a dream catcher is. That's why these people, they all lived in like groups, and they had to survive with the elements. They all had to work together in a pretty solid group. They didn't have, I think they had psychopaths and sociopaths, like whatever Western white culture is, okay? Because as a white girl with culture, if I approach any of these energetically, I'm attacked so deeply for appropriating everything inappropriately that I can't I'm just like, oh, Morty, and then I just kind of like joke about how I can hallucinate my car going, Morty, we're going to the Wendango, hon, and it's like I can turn the fire in the engine and the electricity in my car from my heartbeat, my chakra, and my soul into the gravitational pull of the earth through like quote unquote magic that's going to be debated to death through PC Hollywood, if it exists or not, into Lightning McQueen. And then we can talk about how if you have the memory of like all the Cars movies stacked up, and Lightning McQueen is like here for a couple years in your life, or a couple years of your child's life as you like rape them and watch over them, then as he turns blue, which is debatable black when everything's kind of like black and white in the shadows, his Aryan girlfriend can come up and rip off his lipstick a little bit, and he'll be in blackface. It'll be a secret Nazi joke with, Disney's Fantasia horse black thing. Disney could just continue. I have any idea. I could find this in every Disney film. Is the funniest thing. I never want them to stop making movies. They're like selling mom's ass for some reason. I haven't seen that one yet. Okay, I'm really excited to pick that one apart. But you're kundalini spiraling. I forgot what I was saying. That grounds you to gravity. All this, you're gonna be checked at some point. And psychopaths and sociopaths will they'll analyze like your chakras spiraling, go up and down the body. I have one of my incense got a picture of chakra on it. These are incredibly important to understand. But these go up and down your body. These control your entire brain, because your brain stem goes through like its connection to the sun that controlled all of us. It looks down. Think of the Carl Jung vision of the sun having a tunnel and a phallus symbol coming down. That's all of humanity channeling at some point from gravity going up to the sun and saying, oh, okay, and fucking and continuing. That's why gods used to be, they used to worship the sun, and people used to say the sun or God demand sacrifice. They just, continually kill people. If you think about just this cycle of just people doing this, if you look at psychopaths and sociopaths, they'll find your heart chakra and then your voice when it comes down from your brain and all your processing and analyzing here, and just here's your baseline, and they'll just kind of like prey down on you from above, like maybe the dollar bill and all the concepts here of like just like birds and all the 13. The 13 is driving me insane through space time as a force through my life. Just I hate it. I hate my birthday. I hate money. I hate everything about this. And do you hear the birds? That's ancient Egypt. When we talk about a god dancing around, like if it was a conversation with me and like a dog god and a bunch of different bird gods, here I would draw a little dude and I'd stamp some birds. The birds support me. Here, and eventually we just stack up to like, you know what? Witch court, and like that maggot had to die. They kill somebody, dies at some point. It's just stamped in the wall. It says ancient Egypt. It's illegal to smoke weed in ancient Egypt. Just there you go. Psychopaths, sociopaths will just target the shit out of these and just analyze and spy on you. So in this country, you can use a crystal ball, which Happy Halloween, we're all historically prosecuted for, or you can be. I think I'm gonna be one of the first people to get this trending. I'm serious, like as a witch on Tumblr, quote unquote, as a paranoid schizophrenic trying to appropriate everything. This can be used as a crystal ball. Now this looks a lot like Futurama when they said abandon Christianity or something, wear my hat, and then I'm going to guide and lead you through my pineal. If you look at the pine cone of the Vatican, something like that, and then Futurama, and this device is a crystal ball. A crystal ball is something that all of your chakras come out of your hands and body. If you research this, these bracelets, Ethan Klein, they're not fair because these have stones and lava on them. I'm using the forces of the plane of the earth through the forces of my body. You think blood bending, or like the guy in Inuyasha with the pit in his hand. I could just it could be the most evil thing and just suck up your brain chakra because I'm just here. If I was evil, if not, you would be in court if I was to die. These good karma. As a witch, I'm prosecuted by the Christian churches because historically they're going to be the guy. They have a lot of known, proven abuse and suppressing abuse. This is notorious right now, and a lot of people, they apologize. Say if you do something wrong, just go to jail. People, they're real about it. Okay. At the same time, this is what it is. The pine cone at the Vatican and his hat and all that. They're talking about how if you ask for the dead man, what's going on with him, like what's up, bro, you're gonna be led to him, and he's training his head like a pine cone, the pineal gland, like the brain in ancient Egypt, to like he's a following. So this is him. This is a pope. This is some religious figure. This is just any idea like that. This is the concept of like that Futurama show of just it's outer space on. It's going to be someone's pineal gland at the end of the day, pruned with the sun and the force of just, this is all their connections. If you think about the birth of a shaman, all the people who approached Christ because they saw his birth through space-time, they saw a schizophrenic person get born. This is actually an attack. If you look at my chakras right here, up and down, my heart is this way. I have this huge full, the Horus mask sun is a moon demon with a full-on demon force on my heart chakra going into my brain, giving me an imbalance down my face that the creator of the tarot deck also had. That's, in my opinion, proof of psychic ability, because the energetic attack that will be on your heart chakra and all the people that dance up your heart chakra, they'll step on you up and down your spine through space-time and judge your IQ and brain and monitor and hover above you. So if you really think about freedom in this country and then Futurama running on TV and people just running around with the opinion of like, maybe God is just this out in space somewhere, and just go ahead and let it tickle the shit out of your cerebellum. I'm going to tell you, psychopaths and sociopaths, in my honest opinion, will scan and analyze the astral and they'll weigh your need to survive, and then to blend in where you'll draw the line with need to survive and IQ, and then they'll make sure they're just kind of a god figure. And psychopaths, like pedophiles, will mommy and daddy you to death through your family line through space-time, which actually looks like a pattern. If you look down with your whole chakra point going down with your kundalini spiraling, everything. If you think about pentagram that you draw in the ground with a circle, that's a summoning symbol, that you're summoning somebody's spine. You're like, baby, like show up, hon. So I'm gonna tell you for the last time, Francis of the Filth is a disciple of mine, and I need you to stop calling me bitchero, and it's time to come help me with the circles. We're going to start building lots of fun traps, circles, and toys. All right? Because none of you understand exactly how much, if you're raped once, your brain and spine becomes a butthole funnel. Like, go ahead and look at the chakra cycle of people. They're just going to prey on you from above and just always cycle through you and go through all your chakras and convince you through some angle of reality that they're always going to be able to PC through about 100 years, because it's not going to change that much, that they're God somewhere. And that's where I hate that show. I don't trust it. I don't trust anybody near it right now. And I have to warn people, there's just people who watch that and say, like, that's God. It's okay to just peer on through your cerebellum and just through your head. I'm going to tell everybody, the chakra point spiral, if you look at, I've got pictures of these on Twitter, I'll do it. They come in and out of the body like this. They go funnel up and down. Now, if that's gravity, I think God maybe is just some demented creature in the fourth dimensional space-time of, like, sunlight to gravity actually doing that in pruning life, because it is going to be some sort of, like, tree and electric pulse. It's always, to me, it looks like a black void, and then really incredibly, like, PC debatable high IQ concepts just show up. Like, we'll flicker like a meme for a second, and then we're back to the black void because I gotta go drive my car. Like, that's what it looks like to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everyone with semen will just kind of like, and they'll just kind of like eat you to death through space-time. And I'm tired of my IQ being lowered as a spiral of people coming up and attacking my, like, pineal gland and trying to violently unspiral my DNA, and we're just like bouncing neurons together up and down my head about how I want to be a scientist. And I'm like, shut up, honey, you're schizophrenic. Like, eat your benefits, honey. Come on now, don't you like your benefits, baby? And I'll tell you for the last time, if you're raped in this country, like priests rape all the kids or whatever the fuck, stereotype, fine. I'm just talking about the stereotype as a joke through space-time at any point. It's a joke, and it's humor. You could talk about all the prosecution of the witches. I don't care. If I talk about anything schizophrenic, in my definition of schizophrenic, which is just understanding the astral and just understanding that people used to die with trial by fire. Trial by fire, in my opinion, is just filming something smart enough like this, and enough people hearing it, and enough, like, points in time to just kill you. Okay? I don't know how else to say that. Everyone's making fun of, like, crystal chicks and, like, burning the witches on Instagram and all this shit, and then people also take it very incredibly seriously, and they go, oh, tarot reading, oh, this and that. They don't understand the fucking chakra system at all, because your chakras run up and down your body like this, and there's, like, Futurama in this country, and people, like, built white power by just living with natural instinct, will to live, and just what I was able to manage with my heart, and then just, like, talking to death, and just PC culture will talk you to death here, while psychopaths and sociopaths run the world. And there's always historic legend and, like, real life physical memory of humanity needing to find people that had to be shot in the heart with a sacred metal. If you talk about wealth, sacred metal, and just gold, I have this terrible gold synchronicity that's fucking killing me. Okay, so it's like wooden stake or gold through the heart, because it's cold and it's heartless, and that's the only difference. That's the only way to stop them. They had to be hunted down in groups. So what I'm trying to do here is, in MK Ultra America, like, I'm gonna turn this one on. Post MK Ultra Monarch Program America, every single person is going to say, I have a headache, daddy, I want an IQ of 1,000, I want to be a millionaire because psychic ability exists, so I want to win the lottery, and everyone's stopping me, and it's just going to be, some sort of painful headache in the back of my head because I want to be an IQ of 1,000, baby. Oh, I want to be rich, like Elon or something. Like, every single person is going to say that, and I need to make, like, 10,000 companies right now to help both schizophrenics drop out of school, people to form together and form small companies for people to understand, like, I want to start a market for burnable things, because the only way to, like, spread IQ and get rid of all these psychopaths and sociopaths through time is to slowly spread everyone's will to survive through high IQ through time. We can't just dramatically, like, blah. There can't just be one film. I have to, like, reach a bunch of different filmmakers and creators. We have to spread these ideas very slowly, like a blossoming flower through time. We have to spread these out through time. We have to blossom these. At the same time, there has to be some sort of way to identify a psychopath and a sociopath, because these are the people always violently saying, oh, it's a mental health crisis. Honey, go to the psych wards, baby. It's a mental health crisis. Where are your morals and values, hon? And they're set by the churches, where you go to pay someone to talk about a dead man, where they train their pineal gland to guide you astrally, where in the psych wards none of the voices are real. So you aren't talking to dead people, but you should continue to pay these people, okay? Or you watch Futurama, and then this is just in the back of your brain. You better shut up about it. And you look at the dollar bill and whatever they keep. I went on a flight in Denver, and the Holocaust. You go ahead, Google the conspiracy theorists, the paranoid schizophrenics in Denver, and it was an 888-mile flight to go see this fucking fucking band Interpol that has been they've been just like moaning up the back. They tickle my throat. They hide somewhere back here and they go, Ella, cocaine for like 20 years. I'm serious. I hate this band so much because I showed up. I'm just kind of like, can you give me your Spotify royalties at this point? Because I need help. And now they're writing albums about real life. If you want to talk about my bedroom, come on. You can look at the paintings in DIA. I'm a schizophrenic. Year one, they noticed my birthday was on September 13th, 1994. Silence of the Lambs is brainwashing in Zootopia for the record because gods of the dead should be recognized astrally, and the becoming a furry and fucking animals like that, which they're encouraging actively things like the Twilight Bark, telling you to just draw the line between life and death of children missing, and this like brainwash. Come on, you Google these things. I gotta walk upstairs. Oh, oh my god. Oh, George Miller. You just like that. Mayan calendar somewhere. Go over. Hey, where's the Mayan calendar? Do we still have that around? Did that break? Oh, she's on the fucking floor. Whee. Oh my god, is that who I want to talk about? 4D chess. Oh, I was blessed by a Mayan shaman there. Colorado legalized weed 2012. We got big old demon trap down the floor. Me and my dog trap people down there. He just lost his piece of selenite, and that was like my only crystal if I was to go by the moon. So I built him a big old collar with a ton of stuff. Okay. Here's my room, son. Aliens or something. You know, like I don't care at all.